Alright everyone, what's happening? And this video is a wee subscriber request video. Somebody wanted me to do this because I think it's the same as COD Ghosts. You know what I mean? There's a lot of information. If you want to know something about the consoles or a game, there's nothing that you can't find online for yourself. But I suppose it's just easier whenever you see like a YouTuber get all the information for you. So I'd say I'm not really bothered about the consoles because I think 90% of people who like have been playing games for at least 10 years, say, so you've went through maybe one or two of each, like Microsoft or Sony's, what do you call it, like consoles, you're going to know what you're going to buy like outright. I mean, most people, when the Xbox One gave their first kind of release, like showing of what they were going to do and what was capable of, they're like, oh no, this is outrageous, I'm going to buy the PlayStation 4 and all that, and then of course Xbox shit their pants and we're like, oh Jesus Christ, we need to up our ante here, get better hardware, which they've did. So now everybody's went, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, straight away, okay, I'm going to buy an Xbox One now. You know what I mean? And it's just, because I'm the same. I mean, I don't care for console wars. I think if your balls have dropped, you don't have, there's no point of arguing about it at all, unless you have, like, no life. You know what I mean? So I don't see the point in console wars. I don't have time for them if people are arguing. And I say, I know I'm going to pick the PlayStation 4. PlayStation, that's just the way I am. I know, I prefer the controller. This one looks a bit chunky though. I'm going to say it looks like it's put on the pounds a wee bit. Not too much. It's got like slightly wee curves on the outside that it didn't have before. And like, I don't like the fact that they've done the concave, like, what do you call it? Sticks. I've always liked the fact that like, the convex ones, like the way they stick out. I've always preferred that. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays. Because I've done it before. I say my wee brother had an Xbox 360 and I used to the controller. I don't know, it just feels clunky. Like the triggers and stuff. They need to sort that shit out. But anyway, so I thought I'd talk about just some of the prices and stuff because I say I'm not into the hardware, so I'm not going to pretend like, oh, the GPU and such will give you better graphic performance and all that because I don't know what I'm talking about. My head would be out my arse and there'd be no point in trying to pretend. So I mean, prices as far as I'm concerned, I mean, not too bad. I mean, when I paid for the PlayStation 3, on the day of release in the UK, it was £440, and this time it's about £350. So you talk maybe 90 quid less, which is not bad. I say I don't mind that at all. Say 100 quid less, runabout. I say I was a bit like I nearly shit my pants when I read on Amazon. I was checking price comparisons to see what the UK and USA are, and like I seen £349 and $399, and I was like, what the, you know what I mean? I was like, what the hell? But I think it turns out I've seen comments on other people's videos saying like American prices don't include tax, and then it works out to like around 500 or 520 quid dollars, which is not bad. I say that seems more likely, but at first I thought, well, UK is getting screwed. You know what I mean? So prices are cool. The subscription thing, it doesn't really bother me now, as long as it's a better service. Because that was the whole thing. Like other ones, like as I say, immature people were like, "Oh, you're shitty. They want to get hacked and all that. You don't pay for it and all that stuff." I'm like, "Are you seriously bragging that you pay for subscriptions for like your online?" So now we pay for Plus, which is like $50, say £30, somewhere around there a year. So that doesn't really bother me. £30 for a year, that's no bother. It's going to be around about the same price for the Xbox One again, for the Xbox Live. So again, doesn't really bother me. So you've got the camera prices. Are we bothering with cameras? Are we doing that? No, I don't think so. Extra controllers. I say again, this is going to be the same as the games. If you notice, every like generation of console, the price goes up like maybe like 10, 15 quid. And it's the same for like controllers. I think it's like 30 quid to buy a PlayStation 3 controller. Same for Xbox, somewhere around the same. And now it's going up to like $59, which is like again, say 40 quid, somewhere around there. So that's like 10 quid. And it's the same for games. I say I've checked Amazon, checked the prices, and some games are like 50, 55 quid. Where like most popular in the UK, like a brand new game is maybe 40 quid. So I knew that was coming right away. The ones that get me are like they're already trying to release like these amazing big fucking ridiculous like chests for like a new game. It's like 190 quid and all that. I'm like, suck my dick, 190 quid. There's no way I'm paying that. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen. I don't care unless there is like a pair of titties in there that I can play with or something. I'm not touching that for 190 quid. It's not gonna happen. So let's talk about some comparison on the old titles. Both of them, on the day of their release, will both have 23 titles available for you to play. And then as we come up to Christmas, I think the PlayStation 4 pulls ahead a wee bit. I think it goes up to maybe 30, 31, and then the Xbox One's maybe 27, somewhere around there. So I mean, it's not much. I mean, I looked at the games, I looked at a whole list of them, and there's probably about 8 to 10 of them that I would definitely buy, and then there's a few other ones that I would buy, like if I have to, just to spread the time for Christmas. So I mean, there's definitely going to be some good games coming out, like upon release, because I think the first game I ever played for the PlayStation 2 was Jak and Daxter, which I mean it wasn't bad for the age, you know. I mean, but if I was to play Jak and Daxter now, I mean, I tried that. I tried to download the wee sidebar here. I tried to download like a trilogy thing on PlayStation. I played each game for about 20 minutes, and then that was it. It's like boring. I need to kill something. I need blood on the screen. So they've got the PlayStation 4, Xbox One online requirements comparison. So the PlayStation 4 will allow you to play games offline indefinitely. You know what I mean? So you do not have to be online to play any games. That's cool. It's the way it should have been. And then let's see what we've got here. It says the Xbox One will allow you to play games offline indefinitely after the initial console setup. So after you put in your settings and you've got it all going and you've got all your preferences done, I don't have to be online to play your games. That's another obvious step. The whole online thing was completely ridiculous. Backwards compatibility, I don't know why they've done this. At first, Sony were saying, yeah, we're allowing it. We're going to do backwards compatibility, which I always think is a good idea because I've got 70 games there. And as I say, that when you've got 23 titles, which is not bad, I would say I would definitely stick to that for like 95%. Maybe as I say, there's always games that I want to go back to and play. They're not doing it. I say they've changed their minds on that. Not for absolutely 100% certain, but for the most part said that we're not going to bother doing it. And same as Xbox One. Xbox One is not going to go back for backwards compatibility. And of course, both of them, like, it's so bullshit, it's so stupid. They're like, oh no, but no backwards compatibility. But again, like any business on earth, money, money, money. That's all this is. That's the whole point of any business, is profit. So like, no, we can't do backwards capability. But what we're allowing you to do is download games. So I don't know if that means download like previous games. Like, you know, if you go on like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live now, there'll be like PlayStation like 2, 3, Xbox One games. And they're like ridiculous prices, like $3.99 and shit. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the same case. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I say I'm not sure on the Xbox One release date. I don't even know if they've given a release date at this point. But I think it's going to be like the middle of November, somewhere around there. Maybe we're too late. And say the Gamescom there, PlayStation released their release date, which was the 15th of November for America, and the 29th of November for the UK. Well, they said Europe, but I mean, I don't know if like it's got to be the exact same day, because I mean, I know UK is definitely the 29th of November, but like I think there's some people, like I've seen comments from people like from Greece and Switzerland and stuff, and they were talking about how like the applications that they have on like are they going to be the same as everywhere else? Like now we get like Netflix and all this kind of stuff, as if that's going to be readily available as I say, America and UK. I don't know about that. I mean, they'll have to wait and see if they get screwed. I mean, I don't know. See, I'm going to buy. There's a link here. Obviously, it says Xbox One versus PS4 versus PC hardware comparison. I'm not going to bother with that because we all know PC just smacks the shit out of a console within like a year. If it isn't already, I mean, as soon as it comes out, there's new like fucking hardware for a PC. You know, I mean, it's going to be outdated in no time, so I'm not even going to touch that. So, say me, it's just personal preference. I'm going to go for the PS4 simply because that's what I'm used to. That's what I play. Doesn't bother me at all. I say I'm not interested in console wars, so I don't know. Tell me what you think. Say your opinions. I say you can go for either. I mean, I don't even know. I'm going to buy a PC at some point anyway, so a PC and a console. I don't need PC and two consoles. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Love to hear your opinions on this, and I'll see you next time.